One of the things our company prides itself on is finding amazing new local talent.
On our latest short film, we welcomed a brand new member on our team.
Yep, so we're going to give him a call and we're going to find out what Will learned as his first day as our new PA. Okay, so we're on with our new PA, Will. What's up, Will? How's it going?
Good, how are you guys?
Awesome, awesome. Good to see you again, even not on set. We're virtual set, I guess. So you were our guy for the bell. How did you actually get the gig? Like, how did you actually find us in the first place?
I was on a Kitchener-Waterloo Film Network Facebook group, and I saw that Jack made a post looking for actors, and I just reached out and I told him, I don't act, but if you need any help behind the camera, I'd be willing to do that.
There we go.
Cool. Now, how many PA gigs have you done before that?
I think this was like my first official one.
What was your very first task on set, if you remember?
I think it might have been just familiarizing myself with the equipment in that room when I first walked in, just to know where everything kind of is.
Was it a little overwhelming when you first walked in, or was it okay?
Yeah, it was a lot more than I'm used to. I don't think I was overwhelmed. It was kind of cool. I like seeing all that stuff, but yeah, it took a bit to familiarize myself with everything.
If we had two things, what's the thing you expected to find on set, and what was something that surprised you about helping out with the short film?
What I didn't expect actually was how many people were involved and how much equipment there was. Again, I'm used to like a lot smaller productions, and so it was cool to see all the equipment and all the people coming together. And I think I expected, I watched Jack's short film, the first one, Hollows, beforehand, and it was very well done. So I assumed everyone was, up to the task and well organized. So I did expect that.
How did you prepare for the day? Was there anything beforehand that you, I don't know, physically or mentally prepared for?
I did some quick Google searches and watched a couple of YouTube videos, your guys' videos as well, actually, just because I've never done just PAing before. So that helped a lot just to kind of prepare me for what kind of jobs I'm going to be doing on set.
So if you, just off the top of your head, what were some, because I know, it's an indie set, so we're all doing everything for like 2 12-hour days, I think. If you had to do a quick mental list of what you actually had to do on set, what did you have to do?
As a PA, I was holding those like charcoal strips and dabbing the actresses' heads to get like the sweat off. I was moving around C-stands and lights, bringing it upstairs, downstairs, wherever you guys were filming. A bit of slate work, and then I also played the demon on the second day.
Nice.
Yeah, for those people who don't know, the snowstorm canceled the second day of the actor, and Will graciously stepped in. So that's a whole other video of how to act with never having acted before.
Exactly. You get the full credit though.
And I remember at the end of the day too, like we stuck you outside.
Yeah.
So the one thing I say in one of the other videos is look at the weather, come prepared. Were you prepared for blizzard conditions, outside lighting?
How was your experience in the past half an hour?
It was really good. I'm happy I'm inside now. You know what? I was not prepared. I was wearing a light leather jacket and no gloves, but it was fun. I had a blast. But yes, I would definitely recommend, coming prepared, bringing the right clothing and even like some bags or a belt to hold stuff in. I know I was just throwing things in my pockets.
So just watch our other videos and you'd be just fine, probably.
Yeah.
Here we
Exactly.
go.
One of the things I noticed, we watched your GoPro footage, and it's really good. You said something about the amount of time waiting around. Was that something that surprised you?
A lot of waiting when you're a PA, but it's an important role. I kind of expected it a bit, just because as a PA, you're not always going to be needed. But yeah, I don't think that was a bad thing or anything. It was just, taking note of that on the GoPro.
Yeah, it's one thing that people don't seem to realize, like how much time it takes to generate like a minute of finished footage, and how much, especially for PAs, it's like go like crazy and then maybe sit for like a long time, right?
Yeah.
If you could give a few different tips for brand new PAs, what would they be?
Like I said, come prepared, whether that be for weather or just like bringing a bag to hold things like tape or whatever cords, whatever you'll need to be bringing around. Uh, Maybe know some of the key equipment like names and stuff like bricks for batteries or C-stand was a big one on set. So kind of know all that kind of stuff. So when people are asking you to bring stuff around, you know what they're asking for. I think the first thing when you get there is to familiarize yourself with everything. And what was helpful on your set was it was all like grip in one place, electrical and camera stuff, like all separated, which was nice because even after the bell, I worked on a couple of other sets. It was just a big pile of stuff. No idea where anything is. So I think the first thing when you get to set is maybe familiarize yourself with where everything is.
And we'll open ourselves up to criticism here. So us as indie filmmakers and documentary filmmakers, what could we do better when we're bringing in new PAs?
I think everything ran really smoothly. I think there were maybe some times when I was asked for something and I didn't know exactly what that was. So maybe getting someone really quickly to brief the PAs on what exactly everything is called. I know you asked for like a certain lens in a lens book, and I wasn't exactly sure where to find that. But Mike helped me out. There's always someone to help you out. But yeah.
And as film sets change, and they're changing rapidly with so much production, I mean, that's our contribution is make a film series or make a video series so we can at least explain stuff ahead of time. But as long as, I hope that when you came to set, you felt valued, like you're treated as someone that could grow with the team and not just an expendable. So hopefully we did that okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
Just out of interest, so if you could learn a new skill for the next time you PA'd for us, what would you like to have in your roster of skills?
I really like being around the camera. So anything, even like I was really intrigued with the monitor you guys had, and you were talking about like the LUTs it was applying, just so you'd see what it would look like as the end product. So I don't know, anything like being closer to the camera and kind of looking at that stuff really intrigues me. There was one shot, and I was standing right next to the camera when this was recorded. It was like a tracking shot when Hannah was looking down the staircase and then going down. It was a really cool shot, and I know Jack was saying like in each of his short films he likes to do like one kind of crazy shot. So as someone that loves like cinematography, it was cool to watch that happening behind the scenes.
Cool. And then last question. So if we invited you back, would you come back, or is that it? You're never PAing again in your life?
I would absolutely come back. It was a great time.
That's cool. That's it for us. Thanks, Will.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
All right. So we'll talk to you soon. And keep learning. You did great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Will. Awesome. There you go. First day PA. Will did a great job, and hopefully you learned something you can take out to your next set.
If you like our content, don't forget to subscribe and drop a question down below.
You got it. We'll see you on set. And we're out.
All right, perfect.